congratulations to you both on the movie. Just you must be so, I guess, just so pleased with the response and just really happy with how people have been like reacting to it so far, I suppose.
Est-ce que tu es content avec la réaction des gens?
Oh, oui, ici à Londres, in London?
Yeah.
Oui, c'était très sympathique. Moi, j'ai bien aimé. Oui, oui, oui. oui. C'était un public vif. Hein? Oui,
Yeah,
très bien.
Very, very nice. Very alive audience. Like I don't know, like energetic audience. Yeah.
I mean, I guess like after the last couple of years of COVID, like does watching it with an audience still have that sort of novelty after having not been able to do that for quite a long time? Do you still kind of get a kick out of that, or how's that?
Après les 2 ans de Covid, est-ce que c'est quand même, ça fait du bien de...
Ah oui, tout à fait. Mais quand même, on a déjà eu, que ce soit en France ou ailleurs, des projections publiques. Mais c'est vrai que c'est très, très agréable.
We had a few in France already. Not that we're getting used to it.
Et à l'étranger aussi.
I'm translating, by the way. This is not me talking.
Oui, bien sûr, c'est très agréable.
It's very, very nice. Yeah.
It's I guess kind of going right back to the beginning of the whole process for you. Like, where did the sort of idea for the movie come from? What was about this story that made you want to tell it in the first place?
D'où est venue l'idée à la base?
L'idée à la base, c'est venu de la découverte et de la lecture des romans graphiques d'Adrian Tomine.
The comic books of Adrian Tomine was the starting point.
Que j'ai trouvé dedans des personnages auxquels j'aurais pas pensé.
There were characters in it that I wouldn't have thought about.
Que ce soit le personnage de la jeune de la jeune chinoise, le personnage de la cam girl ou le personnage de Nora, tout ça vient vraiment d'Adrian Tomine.
The character of the cam girl, the character of the Chinese the Chinese young girl, Nora, those characters that really came from Adrian Tomine.
La seule chose qu'on ait vraiment changé dans les nouvelles de Tomine, c'est donc bien sûr Paris et le 13e arrondissement, puisque Adrien Tomine est américain. Et c'est le personnage de Camille qu'on a inventé de toutes pièces, le personnage qui réunit les 3 histoires.
The 2 things that we came up with was the location, Paris. We chose to do it in that particular area of Paris, and the character of Camille, which was made up completely.
I guess I'm coming back to. Oh, sorry.
It's the link between all the characters. So.
And just obviously having mentioned Nora and Amber Sweet, I imagine that must have been a really interesting kind of relationship for the 2 of you to figure out, since it's almost entirely happening over webcam. That must have been quite a sort of rewarding challenge, I imagine. So.
You mean as actors, or you mean?
Yeah.
T'as compris, il demande pour moi et Nora, comme tout se passe par écran indisposé, est-ce que c'était difficile à mettre en place? C'était un challenge?
Non, pas un challenge, non. Moi, j'ai pas senti.
Non, moi non plus. We didn't think it was a challenge. We didn't feel it as a challenge. I think first the casting did happen through webcam. So because we were in lockdown when the casting was going on. So I met with Noemi on the computer at first. So it felt natural. But in terms of acting, it wasn't a challenge. The fact that we had a 2-floor flat, and so I would be on the first floor, and Noemi would be downstairs with the real camera and Jack and everyone, and I would be just upstairs with just my computer on my own. But it felt even easier for me in a way because.
Oui, ce qu'il y a de bien, c'est qu'on pourrait se dire tiens, on va truquer, on va faire des choses comme ça. Non, c'était de le faire en direct et de filmer, voir que ça marchait bien comme ça.
Yeah, because we could have faked it. We could have reintegrated me with effects, on the computer, but we chose to do it in real time, as it would have happened, and just film it.
De filmer des écrans d'ordinateur, mais ça marche bien.
Yeah. The challenge was to film a computer screen, and it worked. Yeah.
And I guess for you, what was it about kind of the character in the movie that spoke to you in the first place? What made you want to kind of jump on board?
For me, I think it was the character of Amber Sweet was a very modern character in my eyes. The fact that she's kind of the only character in the movie who's found herself, who knows about herself. She's not mistaken about who she is, compared to the other 3. And I thought that was quite out of the stereotypes of a sex worker, you know, that we can usually think about or represent. The stereotype of it, which is coming of a trauma, someone who has difficulties in life, and that felt that was a new way of approaching that type of character. That was what interested me. Ça va?
And I guess kind of taking it back, I guess, to sort of questions of audience from the start of the interview, like how are you both hoping that audiences kind of respond to the movie? What do you hope that they take away from it?
Qu'est-ce que tu espères que le public va ressortir de tout ça?
Comment le
sortir du film.
Comment le but, il est peut-être pas très sérieux en ce qui me concerne, mais je crois que comment moi, c'est un film, alors je le dis simplement et je le répète encore, c'est pas un gage de qualité. Moi, j'ai pris beaucoup de plaisir à le faire. C'est la première fois que, je sais plus combien de films j'ai fait, mais c'est la première fois que j'aborde vraiment un film dont le genre est la comédie. Et j'ai pris beaucoup de plaisir. J'ai pris beaucoup de plaisir à en fait fabriquer de la légèreté. Et finalement, je me dis, tiens, si ça, c'est transmissible, si ce plaisir-là est transmissible à un public, ben, je lui offre bien volontiers.
It's the first time that I hear Jacques says you decided to do comedy. He, not that it's a label of quality, but he took a lot of pleasure to make this movie. It was a very pleasant and fun experience to do, and he was looking for the lightness of things and trying to transmit that to the audience. And if he can do that, then that's he does it willingly, like with pleasure, you know. Transmit pleasure with pleasure. That's really bad translation, but you get it.